is a presentation of CN8 Newsmakers, the program where you hear from the leaders important to you. This is CN8 Newsmakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Carla Shoa-Lee and this is CN8 Newsmakers. This hour's newsmaker is Daniel Pope, owner of Daniel Pope Karate. And today we're going to talk about his Kick-a-thon. Thanks for joining us today, Daniel. Tell us a little background about you, because you've been in martial arts for about 20 years now, right?
Yes.
And this is solely what you do?
This is my occupation.
Okay.
And I've been competing and teaching martial arts for over 20 years now. And I just absolutely love it.
Well, tell us that because you ranked nationally, third in the nation.
I've competed regionally, locally, and nationally. And I've won hundreds of championships as a martial artist, a competitor, and it's been a very exciting field for me.
And of course you have the black belt.
Of course.
Okay. So tell us, how many schools do you have?
I have two schools, which my father is the co-owner, and one in Lansdowne and one in Springfield.
Okay, now do you have an interesting philosophy on how you train the students that are in your schools?
Everyone that comes in the door has a misconception that you have to be a martial arts champion or that you have to be physically fit when you first come in the door. But the fact is, the majority of the people that walk through my doors are not physically fit. And my philosophy is simply help them to reach and maximize their potential and help them carry out their goals, whether they're physically gifted or they're handicapped.
Right, some of your students are mentally and physically
They have been challenged. Yes. Mm-hmm.
How many students do you have overall between the two schools?
We have hundreds of students.
Okay. From all age groups?
All age groups, from 5 to 55.
What does karate do for you physically?
Physically, it helps you to develop muscle tone, flexibility. It helps relieve stress. It helps to get children who perhaps have the ADD to calm down a little bit. It helps them to focus.
Mm-hmm. How did you get involved with the Kick-a-thon?
God has been very good to me. Lord Jesus Christ has been tremendous to me and my father and our schools, and I just wanted to give back to the community. And the Kick-a-thon is over 12 years old, and we've raised over $60,000. We ask each of our students to go out and get a sponsor similar to the way you'd get a sponsor for a bike-a-thon or a walk-a-thon, and from that point we ask that they are sponsored by the amount of kicks they do. Okay. So they have 2 minutes to throw as many kicks as they can.
Okay, now are you grading them, or how does it work?
Oh, no, it's
okay.
all, in fact, that's the only time where I don't care about technique.
Okay.
Normally I tell the children, I'm meticulous with their technique, but this is one time where I would throw technique out the door, and we just are interested in the number of kicks they can throw because it's for such a great cause.
Speaking of technique, how important is it to have a technique? Because I'm thinking that karate has a lot to do with balance.
Focus and strength. Balance is a result of strength, and we are interested, I always use the analogy of a sword. We're interested in polishing and sharpening the sword, and then we're interested in showing you how to use the sword, your body of course being a sword.
So how do you work with kids that are physically and mentally challenged if it has to do with balance? And
same way you would with somebody who's not as challenged. And there's a variety of exercises and stretching program that we put them on, and strength building to help them to be able to, again, maximize their potential.
So your Kick-a-thon is one way to give back to the community.
Absolutely. We've raised over $60,000 over the last 12 years.
And where are all those dollars going?
Well, for majority of the dollars this year and the past 5 years have gone to the Springfield Lions Club that benefit the blind and the hearing impaired. And we're also going to give some money to the New York Fund as well. And we're also sponsoring a concert this year for a local artist named Ruth Naomi Floyd. And on December 2nd, we're having a concert, a benefit concert.
Right, tell people a little bit about that concert. You say it's on my birthday, of course, December 2nd.
And of course, you're invited.
Of course, I would like to be invited. Go ahead.
The concert is going to serve as twofold. One, it's going to help the community get to know Ruth a little bit better, who's a phenomenal singer. And we're also going to present the children that helped us with the Kick-a-thon. We're going to present them with some prizes. And some of the children, they have goals that they're trying to achieve, and if they're able to fulfill them, we're going to give them a bicycle.
Now, do you do this program every year?
Every year, once a year, from October till December.
Huh. And who is the singer again?
Ruth Naomi Floyd.
Okay.
And
she has a couple of CDs out now.
She has 3 or 4 different CDs, and she's going to do a Christmas concert. And it's there that the children are going to receive their prizes for helping us to raise the money for the Lions and the New York Relief Fund. Okay,
and the Kick-a-thon begins when?
It's
already started now. Mm-hmm. Okay, so people can join and get it.
If anybody knocks on your door or one of our children, please help us out.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us today, Daniel.
Thanks
Good luck to you. This hour's newsmaker has been Daniel Pope, owner of Daniel Pope Karate. I'm Carla Shoa-Lee for CN8 Newsmakers. For more information, be sure to join us on CN8, the Comcast network.
The preceding was a presentation of CN8 Newsmakers. Now back to CNN Headline News.